this video, we'll see how to run Jenkins from the jenkins.war file in the Amazon EC2 instances. So the minimum hardware requirements for running Jenkins are at least 4 GB of RAM and 20 GB of disk space. And coming to the software requirements, we need Java 8 or 11 as the runtime environment, and Java 7 and prior versions including 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 are not supported. For installing JDK, please refer to our earlier videos in this playlist. So once Java is installed successfully, we'll go ahead and download the Jenkins WAR file from the official download link. A WAR file is different from a jar file, where a WAR file consists of web components such as servlets, JSPs, static HTML pages, jar files, libraries, and utility classes. A WAR file has a name with .war extension. A WAR file can be deployed to a web application servers like Tomcat or Jetty, or Java enterprise servers such as JBoss or Glassfish. So once we have the jenkins.war downloaded, we can run it using java-jar jenkins.war. And by default, Jenkins runs on port 8080. You can also choose to run it on a different port by using --HTTP port and giving a different port number. But by default, Jenkins will run in the foreground. So if you want to run it on the background, you can use nohub command and followed by the Java command, and at the end you can add ampersand so that it runs in the background. So when Jenkins runs for the first time, it will create a folder known as .jenkins under the user's home directory, where it will store all the Jenkins related configuration. So now let us go to the EC2 instance and see how we can download the WAR file and run it. So I'm in my EC2 instance, so I'll switch to root user, and then I'll see whether Java is installed or not by using java-version. So in my case, I've already downloaded and installed JDK 11. So Java will be detected. So it is 11.0.112 version. So now let us go to the official Jenkins download page and download the WAR file. So this is the official download link. And there are two releases. One is the stable release, which is long-term support release. And we have the weekly releases. So we will go ahead and download the stable release. We can download the WAR file by clicking on this link over here. Or else if you want to download from the terminal, just right click on this file and click on copy link. Then I'll go to my terminal and using wget utility, I'll just download that WAR file. The WAR file is downloaded successfully. I can verify this by using ls-l. So this is the WAR file that is downloaded. So you can also use ls-HL to see the information in the MBs. So the jenkins.war file is 69 MB file, and then in order to run it, I can use Java commands. So instead of running it in the background, I wanted to run it in the foreground so I can see the real-time log. So I'll use java-jar and then the jenkins.war file which I have downloaded. So it is, for the first time, it is creating a folder inside the user's home directory and with the name .jenkins. Inside the .jenkins folder, we'll have all the information about the Jenkins. So we can also find the initial root password from this path. So the reason why it is giving in the root directory is because I ran the jenkins.war file as the root user. So that's why it is going into the root directory. Otherwise it would have created this .jenkins in the EC2 user's home directory. So I'll open one more terminal and then I'll try to copy that. So I'll switch to root user. Now I'll take this location, so which is under the root users directory, and then I'll use cat command to see the initial password. So this is the initial password. So I'll copy this, and now Jenkins is running on port 8080. In my case, I already opened port 8080 in the EC2 security group. I can directly copy the IP address of the EC2 instance and then access the Jenkins in 8080 port. So Jenkins is started. So I can also get the information about the initial password from here. So I'll copy this, go to my terminal and use cat command to see the initial password. So I'll copy this initial password and I'll paste it here. So now the Jenkins has started and unlocked. I'll select nothing to install and then I'll select none over here, so no plugins will be installed. Click on install. So we'll talk about installing all the plugins later. So I can create a initial user. So this is needed in order to log in into Jenkins. So this is a dummy user and the dummy email address and the full name. So it is saying password didn't match, so let me give the password again. So this is the full name, this is not an email address. And then Jenkins will identify the Jenkins IP address and the port number on which it is running, and I'll click on save and finish, and I can click on start using Jenkins to see the Jenkins dashboard. And if you go to the terminal, so if you see the logs, you'll get various other information. If you see clearly, Jenkins is running this war file in the Jetty server. So if you want, you can also run this war file in the application servers like Tomcat, which we'll be seeing in the next video.
That's it for this video, guys. If you like our video, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and joining our Facebook group. The links are given in the description below. You can also scan the QR codes being displayed in this video. And for any training requirements, you can join our Telegram channel where we post regular updates on our upcoming trainings. You can also WhatsApp us on the number being shown here. You can also drop us an email for any kind of training inquiries. Thank you.